Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best cold brew coffee makers. Starting at number 5. Cold Brew Mason. County Line Kitchen is a family-owned business in Wisconsin. Its cold brew maker uses a trusty all 2-quart mason jar and stainless steel filter basket to brew. It works much like the coffee gator, but you can make a ton of joe with it. You fill the basket with a lot of coffee grounds, pour up to 64 ounces of cold water through it slowly, and let it sit for 24 hours. When it's done, take out the filter basket and use the lid to pour. In my tests, the County Line produced relatively smooth cold brewed coffee, though it was somewhat gritty, likely because the steel filter is a bit too porous. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 4. Cold Brewer Drip. The brewer opened my eyes to slow drip cold brewing. I had trouble with the Drypo slow drip cold brewer, but the brewer turned me around. It makes a delightful concentrated, virtually grit-free cold brew. Instead of pouring a bunch of grounds into water and letting it sit, the brewer lets water drip through the grounds using gravity. It looks a little bananas at first, but it's simple. You fill the bottom of a glass container with coarse coffee grounds. Below the grounds is a steel mesh filter. After you dampen those grounds, put a paper filter on top, snap in the silicone seal, and place the container into the glass carafe. Fill up the top section with water and ice, then twist the knob in the center to slow or speed up the drip you want a drop per second as needed. It's not foolproof. You must follow the directions precisely, including using ice, and if your coffee grind is too fine, water may form pathways through it, like an ant colony. Halfway of my listed number 3. KitchenAid KCM 4212SX. KitchenAid doesn't make the absolute best cold brew I've had, but more care went into its design than almost any other pot I've listed. It's made of steel and thick glass, with a built-in handle and a spigot for dispensing cold brew. Perfect if you have a shelf to set it on, in or out of the fridge. There's also an XL version that holds 40-ish ounces of coffee and has a stand to sit on the countertop. It has a stainless steel grounds tray that you set in the larger glass container. Dampen your grounds, then fill it with water. It says it holds 28 ounces, but I easily fit 32. Let it sit for at least 12 hours as usual, and you're good to go. The steel filter is too porous and does let a lot of sediment through, but KitchenAid smartly has a textured bottom that lets the grit settle on the sides of the bottom. Coming in at number 2. OXO Good Grips. The Wired Gear team has liked OXO's cold brew coffee maker for years. It's a cold brew connoisseur's dream rig that's meant to sit proudly on your kitchen counter, and it's the best purchase if you want bucket-style immersion brewing that allows for greater experimentation. OXO's maker produces up to 32 ounces of very fine coffee with minimal sediment and comes out far more concentrated than pot-style brewers. It also has the potential to produce richer, more robust flavors thanks to the design, which includes a rainmaker lid that trickles the water onto your grounds to encourage the bloom. You'll have to tinker with your recipe, though, and make sure to dampen your grounds for the right amount of time, or things will get bitter quickly. After sitting on the counter for 12 to 24 hours, you flip a switch, and your brew cleanly drains into the Erlenmeyer flask of a decanter, which may give you flashbacks to high school chemistry class. It also comes with a measuring lid. And number 1. Primo Burke Deluxe. The Coffee Gator was my favorite cold brewer for many months, but Primo's Burke Immersion Brewer has taken its top spot. It's shorter and wider with a more durable build than the Gator. I couldn't quite fit it into the door of my fridge, but it could fit in some. It makes about 32 ounces of coffee at a time. Like other pot-style brewers, you put coarse grounds into the mesh basket, snap it into place, slowly pour water through it, and come back 24 hours later. Coffee came out smooth and flavorful without too much bitterness, and the filter is fine enough that there was less sediment than many immersion brewers. Too much sediment can ruin a good cold brew by adding a gritty mouthfeel and aftertaste. Cleanup is easier than some brewers because the bottom of the Burke's filter screws off, allowing you to easily eject used grounds. The only downside compared to the Gator is that it doesn't come with a scoop and funnel. For more information and latest price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you found it helpful. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below.